instructor at Bacon County High School of Engineering and Technology, and advisor to Technology Student Association, as well as a student broadcasting program that we're bringing to you tonight. Along with me is Carson Taylor, junior at Bacon County High School, and we will be bringing this to you the best as we can. The internet connection is not quite as stable as we would like when we're doing a live broadcast, but we're going to give it what we give to you, everything it'll allow us to. So bear with us. Any connection issues, we'll try to work through them. Don't want to go any further without mentioning our sponsors for, first of all, the title sponsor for the football season is Bennett & Johnson. That's David and Daniel Johnson from Alma and Bacon County. I want to thank them for being a part of our broadcast. This is the 10th season they've been with us as we've been broadcasting live over the internet. I also want to thank our other 2019-20 athletic school year sponsors, and that's Family Vision Care of Alma, Coley Electric and Plumbing Supply, the Wheeler Agency, Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales, and Burt CPAs. And you'll hear more about them as the evening goes on. Also, hopefully the sun is going to set behind the press box on the other side there in just a few more minutes maybe before the game begins. That'll help the camera shots and help us here in the booth as well as we bring you tonight's matchup between us, Region 2 AA, Bacon County, facing Region 1 AA, Berrien County. And here come your Red Raiders. We'll be turning it over to the radio guys, Brother Travis Peavy and Shane Bennett, momentarily. But again, thank you for joining us on the NFHS Network.
And we're praying, oh, so dearly, Lord, please let that sun go down behind that press box over on the other side because we're staring right in it. Yeah, but it's a beautiful night, Shane. It's a little bit hot. Feels more like an August night than it does a September. Yep. It was very cool this morning, felt really good, but the sun come out and made its presence known later on during the day today. But I think we're going to have a beautiful night here, and there's a lot of good football, a lot of things that's going on in this area, but nothing more exciting for Bacon County Red Raider fans than what's taking place here in just a couple of minutes. Our teams are the band is emptying off the field. The Berrien County band is beginning to go off the field, and our kickoff receiving team is coming on the field. We will receive the football, and this is your F&B South kickoff. And for your first Franklin coin toss, Berrien County won the toss, but elected to defer to the second half. So they're going to see what we've got offensively. Evidently, they feel good about their defense and their ability to stop us.
Yeah, and I say this is going to start on this first possession. We've got offensive line's got to stay disciplined, do their job, and we've got that new quarterback in Mr. Moore get a little something motivated and going on this first drive.
Well, Terrion Moore, who came in about midway the game last week, and he done some electric things with his feet. I was watching him pregame, and his ability to throw the football is better than what you may imagine. As big as he is, he's probably 6 foot, 6'1", weighs about 220 pounds, our quarterback, and he's been playing tight end. He had played some quarterback in the past, but he's been called to duty, and we're going to see what he can do for us. We hope that we found an answer at quarterback. Great kickoff. Kickoff number 1, Tyquez Brentson, and he's bringing it up, and evidently a whistle's blown. It looked like it.
Yeah, everybody just kind of stopped and stood up. I'm not real sure what
I don't know if that was an inadvertent whistle or what happened. That was weird looking.
Yeah, Tyquez wasn't really sure what to do there. But Bacon County's got the ball on about the 24-yard line, it looks like.
Yep, and here we come. We're dressed with red hats, red helmets. We got white tops and black bottoms. Man, that's good-looking uniforms. Something's happened. We're going to clear it. I don't know if we got a clock malfunction or.
Yeah, they're going to have to redo this. Something must have been with the clock. I know the clock ticked down, so I'm not sure.
I don't know if it was an inadvertent whistle or what, but you could tell play stopped, and some people kept playing and some stopped. It was just odd looking. So we're going to have a re-kick. Good thing. I don't know if it was a penalty. We didn't see any flags. So they're going to kick it from the 40 again, just a re-kick, and we'll get this thing started over again. It's showing 11 minutes and 50 seconds left, so they click 10 seconds off if the clock reset.
Yeah. They should be kicking from 35.
Huh.
County. That sun is finally back behind those bleachers.
Praise the Lord. He kicks it off. It's about the same distance, and we're going to let it. Whew, Lord.
Tyquez let it go over his head thinking it was on the end zone, and it bounced about the half-yard line and swirled around right there and did not go in the end zone until the very last minute.
Good gracious. That had my heart stopped.
Yeah, never turn your back on that ball.
Never, because you don't know when that thing's going, what it's going to do. That was almost disastrous.
Yeah.
Man, I don't want to say this and get in any trouble with anybody, but the uniforms that Berrien County is wearing looks like the old ATCO uniforms.
Watching the tape from last week from ATCO and them, it was hard to tell who was who.
They've got silver numbers that almost look like they're white, and that's what it makes it look like ATCO. Boy, they got a big front. We're going to hand the ball off to Guyton, and he's blew up by a linebacker. It's going to look like it's going to be about a 2-yard loss. The play looked good. The hole was there, but a linebacker fielded it in a hurry.
Yeah, defensively, Berrien County's got a good front four, and they move in. And watching some of the ATCO game last week, we're going to have to be able to do those blocks and keep those gaps open, or we're not going to be able to do anything all night long.
And they're playing man up on our outside. They're not giving us any respect whatsoever. Just right in our face. They got one safety that's about 10 yards off the ball. Here we go. And there goes Terrion. He's punishing for about a 7 or 8 yard gain. No, I'm sorry. He got more than that.
He's got enough for a first down, I believe.
Yeah, 12-yard gain.
And that goes back to that run last week. He just wheeled himself for that first down on that. It was a 4th down, I believe, too, wasn't it? So
yes, it was.
So Terrion on his first carry picks up about 11 yards there, 12 almost. It's going to be Bacon County first and down on the 31-yard line.
Coach Keith Goss is calling in the plays. We got plenty of time. They just cranked the clock. 19 seconds left on the play clock. Got plenty of time.
Terrion looks
who catches the ball and falls forward for about a 5-yard gain, maybe 6.
Just a little bit of a run game set up just on some pass.
Exactly what I was about to say. We can either run off of the pass now that we've hit a couple, or we can pass off of the run. So,
And Coach Goss talked about Terrion having a great arm and just getting him in position where he can throw it.
Trips again to the top. We're going to turn and hand the ball straight up the gut.
Oh, he ran straight into that nose guard.
Yeah, he sure did. Big boy. 3rd and 5. And we're going to see right here real quick what we're calling. We're going to have trips to the top again. 22 seconds on the play clock.
8:29, 8:28 here left in this first quarter. Still real early. And he's
and we fumbled the ball. Quarterback was running around.
And Rev, that's just a little inexperience on Terrion's part. That's going to get better. He thought he'd pass the line of scrimmage, tried to pull up, and when he did, he didn't have the ball in tuck. And that's just one of them things as a young team we got to get around. Coach Sellers coaching him up down there.
Yeah, he's coaching him up. And now we get to see the this
split veer.
Split veer. I'm kind of curious. Here comes the big receiver or quarterback, whatever he's playing, number 5.
It's number 1 and number 9 for Berrien County.
Number 9 is a quarterback, yeah. He was the big kid that everybody's looking at, I think.
And we take him in had him in the backfield, and he
received by Garrett Johnson and brought back close to the 47-yard line. Rebels will start from there. First down and 10 to go. A minute and 20 remaining in the first quarter. Xavier Williams on the stop for the Raiders. Marcus Johnson takes it down and close to the 31-yard line, out of bounds there. First down and 10 to go for the Rebels. Minute and 10 remaining in the first quarter. Bennett carries the ball for the Rebels. Right in behind the blocks of Joyner, J. Mannery Ford, and Pretty Bird Hires. C.J. Preston on the stop for the Red Raiders. Falls down close
bigger players, but pound for pound may be the toughest player on our team.
Yeah.
And when he takes off his shirt, he's nothing but a chiseled rock. And he smoked him when he come through the line. Going to be second and 5. Here it goes.
Just takes the ball and goes around the
there
side.
There you go. Good.
Oh, no, that was.
He just whiffed on it. It looks like it's going to be a first down. And that big quarterback they got, he is he's special. He's a special athlete. What is he, 6'2", maybe 6'3"?
Yeah, I'd say that. Last week he had 115 yards on the ground. Our Bennett and Johnson sideline report, Terrion, they're giving him a rest. They're not even putting him in on defense right now and letting him rest because he's going to need it on that offensive side of the ball.
Yeah. They're attacking our edge, and we actually had him played in the backfield, just missed the tackle, grabbed ankles, and they're going to hand it off to their number 1, and we trip him up.
Yeah,
Cameron Crawford came up and made a tackle, but they're down inside the 5-yard line now, just inside the 5.
That Jarek Johnson last week, that number 1 just ran the football. We got somebody injured down there for the Berrien County Rebels. Yeah, they're calling for the ambulance immediately. don't want to see that anytime, anywhere.
Who is it? I'm not sure. We're going to take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Red Raider Radio on Classic Country 104.3.
It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Hello?
That's how some people do things.
Right away.
To us, everything we do is personal. Because anyone can answer the call. It's who shows up that matters most. That's the quality of your independent agent and the company that stands behind them.
Bennett Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to the NFHS Network Power by Play on Sports, brought to you by BCTV Red Raider Broadcasting. My name is Brent Johnson. We're in an injury timeout right now as a young man for Berrien County. We don't have a number. Went down. We're not sure what the injury is, but they immediately called for the EMS to bring the stretcher. I think they were able to get him up and on. Lower extremity injury, we believe. We just hope and pray this young man is okay or will be okay, a quick recovery from whatever the circumstance might be. We are experiencing or have experienced some poor connection speeds here from Nashville, which is I sort of anticipated. I did restart the broadcast, and sorry about that. Got some information. It was the number 1, a Johnson kid. Could be a shoulder injury, upper extremity. But nonetheless, this play is going to resume in just a moment. I want to apologize for the connection issues. Nothing we can do about it, unfortunately. I restarted the broadcast, and hopefully everything will run a little smoother now. But bear with us. We're going to turn it back over to the radio guys as we continue this game with 10 seconds and left on the clock before the first quarter is over.
Your physical therapy and balance injury report. All we report is that it's Jarek Johnson, one of the top backs. They're talking about that it's probably a shoulder injury now. Someone's telling us. We'll try to find out more later on and let you know what your physical therapy and balance injury report on Jarek Johnson is. Berrien County just broke the huddle at the sideline. They raced to the line of scrimmage. The quarterback steps under center, and he turns and he hands it off wide. And we've got the play. Great play
tackle
by number 53. How about that? Come on, big boy. That's Jamal Hart. He used to ride my bus last year.
Great job.
Man, if he can attack a runner like he can a bag of tater chips, that boy, he's got big things ahead of him.
It's all about the bus driver.
At Burt CPAs, we focus on helping the small businesses in our region with accounting, tax, and audit services. With offices in Waycross, Alma, Baxley, and Homerville, our team of professionals is ready to serve you no matter your location in South Georgia. Experience world-class accounting services for the small town business.
Now they've come back in, and they're going to the other side. Line up to the far side. You got, and now the referees have moved the football. Let's see. They've lined up to the wide side and got two tailbacks.
And all they did was move the other Johnson into quarterback.
Yep.
And they called it down. They got a little movement up there. It always happens. Oh, they're calling
Offsides
on
us.
So that's going to move it right up to the goal line.
I don't know who he's calling. But it's going to move him down inside.
He's calling that.
That should have.
On Joe Harris, number 51. I saw the referee motioning to the coach.
Mm-hmm. They had 1 second tick off the clock, so I'm sure they're going to delay it 1 second, being it was an offsides penalty. If I'm them, like we keep the ball in Terrion's hand, I'm keeping the ball in Nine's hand right now. But I'm not the coach. They're going to hand it out wide.
I'm saying Bacon County's getting good penetration up on the line.
Number 51 again. Joe Harris, Jr., blowing in off the side, drops it again for a loss. They're not having much success wide right now.
No, but we're doing a good job of getting inside quickly.
We need to do a run blitz up the middle. If I'm them, I'm gambling that they're fixing to try to go inside.
Well, that's where they've got most of their yardage, just going inside and then breaking out.
Run the play in from the sideline.
It's going to be 3rd and goal from about the 5-yard line.
Come on, Walt, Teron.
And he meets him in the backfield. Dropped the ball.
Goodness, we did have a run blitz.
Good call, Reb.
Yeah, run blitz, and he handed it off in the middle, and we smoked him. Number 7 for us, Trent Music. And that's going to bring up fourth down and 4.5. And they're bringing, no hesitation, they're bringing in their kicker.
Reb, that's a win for Bacon County right there. That's real for Bacon County.
High fives all the way around here in the press box.
This things we've been waiting for all year, to see these little things.
Yeah.
Excellent call out defense there.
Yes, it was.
Just don't jump off here.
They're trying. Slow. And he missed it.
He missed it.
Yes, he missed it. What a win.
Bacon County comes out with no pain there.
Absolutely. You could just sense that they were tense. Man, we ought to have a little bit of fire in our belly right now. We're going to get the ball on the 20-yard line. And Bacon County gets this turnover. Let's go down and score. 10 minutes and 18 seconds left.
Coach Sellers, you can't hardly tell him apart from the players. He got so excited there. Other than the fact he doesn't have a uniform on. Love to see that excitement.
It should be missed field goal. Shouldn't it be on the 20?
It should be at the place, and that's where they're putting the football.
Yep. First down. Yeah. On the 20-yard line. Mm-hmm. There we go. First and 10, 10-18 left. Berrien 13, Bacon 6. Come on, boys. Come on. Come on.
Just
come on.
Want to stay patient here and got us what brought us to the dance here.
We got a bad alignment over here. If Walt is indeed on the line of scrimmage, we got a bad alignment. Maybe he's off.
No, he checked. He checked.
Okay. We got a tight end.
That ball was getting over Guyton.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
no, when you got a high snap from center like that was, it just throws any running play off. It's all a timing deal.
And as quick as Guyton is, he was already halfway in the hole before he was able to get the ball down to him.
Bruce Brown had one big swing pass that got out in the open, and he come limping. He was noticeably limping coming off. He's got something wrong with his ankle.
Again, a high snap.
There we go. We got a hole.
Gets outside.
Yep, that linebacker feels real good on it right there. He's the one they brought in to take the running back place, and we're going to have third down on about our 22-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8.
This be a huge. I know it's early in the game. This will be a huge first down here for Bacon County.
Our offensive line is just not able to get to the second level to get any pads or anything on these linebackers. They're big defensive line. They got a 4-man front. There.
Oh, that was
almost intercepted.
Yeah, he was able to get over number 7 for Berrien County. He was able to dive and push the ball out of the way, but
we're going to bring in a punting team, and we need to be careful right here. Careful.
Yes,
careful,
we do.
Careful. Cameron needs another one of these 50, 60-yard punts like he had last week.
Oh, yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah, it was. He kicks a kind of a rugby-style kick is what they call it. Let it run forever. He may kick it out of bounds, but number 1's not back there to return it, so who knows what's going to happen. I sure wouldn't kick it to 1. I can tell you that.
Cameron's standing on about the 9-yard line there.
Good snap.
And that just does not do anything. He hits the Powerade bucket here on about the 43-yard line.
That I don't even know that was a 10-yard punt.
No, he's about the 40. He's going to keep walking.
Yeah.
He is way off on that, I think.
Yeah. It was about a 13-yard punt. Boy, that was ugly.
Well, he had time to kick, and he just was rushed himself, I think.
Well, I understand, and I heard our strategy was not to let us kick the ball off to them because of their special teams, but I think that was when number 1.
Exactly.
And he's not here now. So
and they're not going to put their only other athlete back there to get him hurt. So
no, I'd fire it off to the middle and see what I could do. They have a guy back there that's not used to returning the football. Let's put some pressure on him a little bit.
Yep. 8:55.
That's a good-looking quarterback. He pitches. It's the first time they pitched tonight, and we run him down. Yeah, but not after about an 8-yard gain.
We had no money on the pitch man that time. They were able to pick up about 8.5 yards there.
8:37. Berrien's down to about the 27 and a half yard line. And the line to gain is the 25. They hand the ball off.
He just keeps it around the side.
He's going to get a first down, but he doesn't get much more than that.
Well, I'll tell you, number 9's tiptoeing right now.
Yeah. Yeah, but our number 9's not.
No, and they've seen we mean business as far as on the defensive side of the ball hitting.
Yeah, CJ, you know what? That number 9, he's a great athlete. You can tell he's their stud, if you want to call him that. But when his buddy just went down with a shoulder injury or whatever, he's tiptoeing. That's the way to get hurt right there. It's going to be first down and 10 on our 25-yard line. If you're joining us, Berrien just got down inside the 5-yard line, and a great goal line stand by our defense stopped them cold inside the 5. They went for a field goal and missed it. Oh, there he goes.
Oh, goodness.
Boy,
not making any tackles.
Yeah, he's good.
And that was nothing special on his part other than we did not wrap up on that play at all. We came up and hit, but we did not wrap up. And you can't hit a kid like that, an athlete like that, to expect he's just going to fall.
He wasn't tiptoeing in.
No, he didn't.
And it's 19-6 with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left. We just need to come down and score. We didn't help ourselves at all. We can't continue to give a short field to anybody, much less somebody that's got explosive athletes like this. We got to do a little bit better job of extending it. Their number 12 is coming in for the extra point, and he kicks it right through the pipe, and that's going to make it 20.
Good.
Berrien County 20, Bacon County 6. Receive, and we've had some good luck. I hope they kick the ball to Tyquez Brinson. Again, he's one of the better returners that I've seen this year. He can pick them up. He's tough.
And just a good kid too.
Yeah. We interviewed him. You're going to be able to listen to him. Our senior spotlight coming up at halftime, and Lamar's Pharmacy halftime with a Appling Healthcare senior spotlight. They're going to punch it, but they're going to punch it to him. And let's see if we can't do something. There you go. Oh,
he had the wedge there.
Yeah. And
just didn't get into it quick enough, and they closed in a hurry.
Yep. But it is good field position. That's right. We're on about the 31-yard line. Our 31-yard line starting off in good position.
7:21 left in this first half. Bacon County got a chance to keep it close here. Drive the ball down and put it in and give ourselves some momentum going into halftime. Berrien County will be receiving in the second half.
We've seen some spark. You can tell we're still trying to find ourselves with a new quarterback to figure out exactly what we want to do. But you can see the talent is there. The talent is here on our offensive side to be able to start producing. Made a good catch, good adjustment by Jared Boatwright. And there he goes. He's got a hole.
Terrion does just not go down easy.
Nope. And he's going to get about a 4-yard gain. He lost a shoe in the process. He ain't scared. That boy ain't scared. And we have to take a timeout. We got to let him get his shoe back on, whatever we got to do.
They got to let him get equipment timeout here. There you go. Thank you.
Yeah. Looking around at some of the scores, we've had some changes. Tift County's now 16-0 over Worth County. And we got Jones County now that's went up over Northside Warner Robins 21-14. Wow. Cook is up over Early 14-0. Tift 16, Worth nothing. Valdosta 15-6 over Columbia.
Gotton gets the ball.
Man, if he could just get,
I believe he's going to be close to a first down.
I believe he is. I don't know that he made it.
That's third down. It's going to be a hard call here.
Yeah, I'm going for it.
No, it's not a first. That yard to gain is just about the 40.5, and we're at the 40.25. No, it's third down. I'm sorry. I said it wrong. This is third down.
I don't know that we play under center. I don't know that we even have a play under center.
Just no penetration at all on offense or any pushback on our offensive line at all. Number 99 came through, and Guyton had no opportunity at all. But we're no hesitation here. Coach Goss is going for it.
Well, our freshman forgotten, is not scared.
No, he's not. He popped right back up. Give me the ball, coach.
But looking at him as just a 14-year-old, he's maybe 15. We're going to take a timeout, but maybe 15 years old. But he looks right now like he's built more for the corner than he is between the tackles all night.
Yeah, I agree with you.
He may weigh 140 pounds, you know.
But we got to bring what we got right now. And he's
I want to step in here and say just a minute about Mr. Mike Wheeler and the Country Financial, the Wheeler Agency in Alma, Georgia. We are still working on Mr. Wheeler's video commercial because he is a brand new sponsor for us this 2019 and 20 athletic school year. So I want to give him some props, a little extra prop for not having a video just yet. Next week it will be available, and we'll introduce it. But I want to thank Mr. Mike Wheeler and those lovely ladies that work there in his office down on 12th Street in Alma, Georgia. Mr. Mike is a homegrown Bacon Countyan. Went off to college for a few years, but he came back and has been a Red Raider all his life and will continue to be. I want to thank him for jumping on board with BCTV Red Raider Broadcasting this year.
Yes, he did. Terrion Moore was stopped in the backfield. Every Berrien County player on the defensive side was on him, and he was able to squeeze and tear and gnaw his way around for a first down. It's Bacon County first down on the 45-yard line.
You know, what was the big tailback we had a couple of years ago? Madison.
Anthony Madison.
Was that his name?
Antonio Madison.
Anthony Madison. You remember we found him down at Swainsboro, over at Swainsboro. He hadn't run all year, and then all of a sudden he's just clipping. Nobody can stop him. That's the way it is.
He's got him over the middle. Man, what an arm. Oh, my goodness.
I get so
Jared
deep in Coach
Boatwright
Watson.
had the ball.
I'm sorry.
Ref Terrion Moore has an arm.
He does.
He stood flat-footed and threw that ball 50 yards.
Yeah, sure did. What happened? Let me break it down for you. I know you're not heard anything but a bunch of laughing. What happened is we had a wideout, single wideout to the top, and protection broke down, and all of a sudden Terrion just steps into the middle, right in the middle of the mess, and he throws it as far as he can to Jarrett Boatwright. It's a little bit of a duck. But Jarrett comes sliding across, and it bounces off of his face mask. Should have been called at about the 5 or 10 yard line. There goes Guyton.
Get outside, get outside, Guyton.
There he goes.
40, 35,
there he goes.
30,
there he goes.
35.
There he goes.
Go there, 20.
There he goes. Yes, sir, buddy.
Yes, sir.
He got outside.
That's what you've been saying all night. If we could just get him outside.
We could just get him outside. He goes 55 yards for the score. 55 yards for the score. Bacon County 12, Berrien 20 right now. 4 minutes and 44 seconds left in the first half. Wow. Great play. My boy can run. Do you hear me?
Yes, he can. What I like about him is his peripheral vision and picking up those lanes. He popped outside and was able to get out and just tore it up and put it in another gear when he got outside.
Our kicker needs to get in another gear coming out here right now.
Yeah.
We're going to mess around and get a delay penalty if we're not careful.
We're at
still plenty of time.
We got 20 seconds. Yeah, we got time here.
And he needs to calm down a little bit.
Tyrone Dean is the holder here.
Boom! Right through that
shakalaka.
That's it.
Bacon County 13, folks.
That's right. 4 minutes and 44 seconds. Bacon County Red Raiders 13. Your Berrien County Rebels 20. We got a football game going on over here in Nashville, Georgia. You're listening to Red Raider Radio on Classic Country 104.3.
It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Hello?
That's how some people do things.
Right away.
To us, everything we do is personal. Because anyone can answer the call. It's who shows up that matters most. That's the quality of your independent agent. And the company that stands behind them.
Bennett and Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
B South kickoff as your Bacon County Red Raiders will be kicking off to the Berrien County Rebels. Berrien's 20, Bacon 13, 4 minutes and 44 seconds left, and we got a football game. Not scored a touchdown, Shane. We haven't scored a touchdown all year, and now all of a sudden
we got two in this first half.
Yeah, and they're impressive.
And I'll tell you,
impressive.
That was an impressive run by Guyton. Like we were saying offline there just a second ago, Terrion Moore is the reason we were able to score that touchdown. That don't give up attitude on that fourth down in about 1.5, and he was held back, was stopped, and he was able to twist and turn and get away from that and get for first down, and that changed the whole momentum of that drive.
Yep. All you got to have is a little bit of heart, guys. And we kick the ball off here, kicks it deep, and we're kicking it to their number 12. I think he's their kicker. No, he's wearing a different number. He's pretty quick, and we drag him down right there on about the 32-yard line. Our number 7, who's making the noise, Trent Music, ninth grader. He's playing a lot of football.
If you notice, folks, we're seeing a lot of freshmen, sophomore,
You're right.
junior here. We got a young team here. We got a young staff. There's a lot of positive things going to be happening no matter what happens tonight. We've taken a lot of positive already.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We got young guys everywhere, and we're playing hard. We've called Jamal Hart's name, number 53. Number 51, who is a junior this year, Joe Harris. We've called his name a lot tonight. We got a lot of young guys playing. Man, right now, it's getting lumps on the chin, but come next year, they hand the ball off, and he's wide open, and we drag him down.
Well, I tell you, if we pop that ball there, it's going down the field because he's carrying it like a loaf of bread.
He is. And just like that, he's on our 40-yard line, dead on the 40-yard line. They pop it up, I guess, for about a 22, 23-yard gain.
4:29 here left in this first half.
That's that veer. You got to have three different areas that you've got to make sure that you stay true. You got to play your lanes. You got to play your assignment. It's assignment football. And he turns.
He put him
nice
move on our.
Yeah. Goodness, he's just dancing.
Yeah, and he don't want to be hit. He's going to get out of bounds.
That kid is special.
That's their D1 prospect.
Yeah, he's D1.
Yeah.
There's no doubt he's D1.
And right now, he is all they have.
Yep, with number 1 gone.
Yep,
But a kid like that, you can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him.
Well, we were talking about tiptoeing. Well, he's being very, very careful. Oh,
I can tell you he won't be playing quarterback on the next level.
He hit that A-gap hard, but number 54 from Bacon County smoked him up. Dylan Parker.
Yep.
3:45-44 here. Late in this first half.
Berrien's on our 22-yard line. It's going to be second and about 7. Second and 7. We need to hold them out of the end zone if there's any way we can right here. Because they're going to get the ball back in the second half, opening of the second half.
Berrien's kind of exploiting that center part of the teeth of our defense right now, going right up the middle where they're getting their yardage. Oh, block in the back. Got a block in the back.
How did they not
call that?
Oh, my goodness.
And
how do you not
Coach
get
Goss is going absolutely crazy on the sidelines. He threw him down from the backside, folks, and did not even get called for that. I know we complain about the refs a lot, but the ref was standing right there in front of him, hitting the back.
He's right.
Had whiplash.
Coach Goss is right. That right there, when they get graded and the referees get graded, just like everybody else does, they're going to miss that one.
Yep.
I don't know what he was doing. I think he was eating popcorn.
That right there could kill us on this drive because that would have
been huge.
Yep. They'd be.
Hands the ball off.
He just trips down for a first down there.
Yep. And they're on the 14-yard line, our 14-yard line, 2:27 left. It's going to be 1st and 10 from our 14. That would have been huge.
Yes, it would.
And it was not like it would have been a, it was the call. You can't block in the back like that. You just can't do it. And everybody's seen it. Our coach sitting on the sideline, he saw it and going nuts. We could see it plainly up here. Old split veer. He's going to turn it. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, he got hit good. C.J. Preston, number 9 for Berrien, was dodging and twisting and dancing, and C.J. just ran over him.
About a 5-yard gain.
158,
maybe a 6, yeah.
157, 156 here left in this first half. Bacon County really needs to bow their back here, keep them out of the end zone.
We've done it one time. Trying to get this crowd fired up a little bit.
136, 135. Berrien taking their time. They don't want us to have the football again, and we got him in
the backfield.
Excellent
Great run
stop by
blitz.
Bacon
C.J.
County.
Preston blitzes through and drops him for a loss. Back to about the 12-yard line.
It's going to be 3rd and about 9 now. And they're going to call
time. That's right.
Coach Sellers excited and pumped up for them kids.
I'm excited and pumped up. All right, with 1:26 left, Berrien County's knocking on the door, but Bacon County it's 3rd and about 8, and we're not making it easy. We've already had one goal line stand down here, and with no points allowed. So, and Coach Goss, he's given a fit right now. He is upset, and I don't blame him.
He's actually calling the head judge over to talk to him.
Yeah.
Because that was a blatant miss right there.
Blatant miss. Everybody saw it.
I hate to be the one that keeps going on about that, but that's that even down to kid safety there. He got him good in the back. But Bacon County's got a chance here to stop them. 3rd and about 9. 1:26 left. We can stop them here. Their field goal kicker didn't impress me too much on the last try, so hopefully we can get them in at least a extra point try.
Exactly. Well, this has been a Burt CPA timeout, but we're going to go right on through it, continue to talk, because we got some action going on the field. We were talking about the Braves a little bit, Shane, and
they're on a tear right now.
Man.
They're playing some good. And Donaldson has been outstanding for the Braves.
I was just reading where the Braves have the best schedule since the middle of May, or have the best winning percentage and winning record since the middle of May. So.
Oh, the ball's low. He's going to slide out to the side.
He throws it left-handed, and we miss him, but we're going to drag him down.
It's going to be 4th down.
Yep. Good play. Good play.
And they rush out there and call a timeout. And Berrien County coach is trying to make up his mind what he's going to do. We're going to give him opportunity with a timeout to talk about this. It's going to be 4th and about 4. Rev, what you doing here?
If I'm then and I got number 9, I know what I'm doing. I'm trying to put this game. I'm trying to put this game at least. I'm going to give them make Bacon do more when they get out in the second half.
You can't beat Bacon. 1:13 on the clock. 4th down at about 4.5. Berrien coming back out on the field, and I do not see a place kicker coming out. So they're going to go for it. Nope, he's setting up for for a field goal. So they are going to try it here. The ball is going to be spot about the 15-yard line, so it's going to be a 25-yard attempt. Ball sitting on the left side hash. So
we're calling for a block and a return. I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one.
And Bacon County really needs to watch the ball here, because an offsides right here give them a 1st down.
Yes. And they tried it last time. It was the delay. I think that's what wound up costing their kicker.
I'd rather just stand there and let him try to kick it other than trying to jump off here at this point. I agree. So just don't jump off sides.
Don't.
Because the more pressure's on the kicker than it is on us. It's a little bit of a high snap, and he's missed it. Oh, no, he did get it.
Yeah.
Good kick.
That's good. Yeah.
So it's a 10-point lead now for Berrien County. 1:08 left in the first half. Bacon County will get the ball back. with just a little bit of time left on the clock.
You're listening to Red Raider Radio on Classic Country 104.
Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales is located US 1 South in Alma, Georgia. Andy specializes in late model cars and trucks with financing available. Andy has been in the automobile business for 30 years and over 10 years in Alma. Come experience the hometown friendly service at Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales. Like them on Facebook for the latest deals. At Family Vision Care, we believe life is all about your vision. Family Vision Care is the leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Alma community, and we want to help you achieve and maintain a clear vision for years to come.
I don't know what the cost estimate is, but I'm sure it's approaching $1 million or more.
Oh, yeah.
The work that they've done over here, got a beautiful facility down here on the end, on one end of the stadium. They built a concession stand. It's beautiful, and got new stands, new press boxes. It's really, and a brand new scoreboard. Really proud for Berrien County and Nashville. And they kick the ball deep, and we take it, and he kicks it to the end zone, and we have to down it, which we really needed Tyquez to try to take this thing.
Yep. Well, we just, with Terry on with that arm, we need to try a couple long ones here. A couple of posts. That post has been open the whole time, too.
And our tight end's been open over the middle. I don't think we're going to outrun anybody from a tight end position, but our tight end has been open all night. Maybe not every play, but a lot. Our tight end's Ty Batten, big kid, 9th grader. Got a lot of 9th graders, a lot of 10th graders that's playing.
Another thing here, Red, we don't want to press anything, that we give them an opportunity to get any more points on the board before we get in the half. And we almost snapped that ball too high.
That was a good play by Terrion.
Yeah, Terrion had to reach up with that right hand and bring it down. 58, 57, 56 here in this first half.
We had the play set up. We could have just threw the ball out wide. If that's what we were going to do, we may have run the play we were going to try to run, which is try to get them off. And
there you go, Terrion. Let's get out of bounds. Good job. Terrion just turns up and runs upfield and gets about to the 35-yard line. The clock stops at 33.6 seconds in the first half.
Good play.
Yeah, Terrion he's playing some smart football right now. Nothing open there, and turns it up and gets a few yards and gets the first down.
Our receiver tries to come back, slips down and falls, and Terrion just turns it up, gets a first down, gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Good play. You're right. 25 seconds on the play clock. Yep. They're playing deep, deep, deep. Oh, and we throw it.
That's exactly what we were talking about right there.
And we threw. I don't know if we don't know what the route is, if we're not running the right routes, but that's just another wide open interception.
Yeah, I think Rev there, he just missed his spot there, and it just again, we're talking about trying to push it here. Terrion coming off the field a little dejected there, but again, he's still real young here in his quarterback career. Only in week 2, or actually week 1.5.
Yes.
So
23 seconds left. We're going to see.
They're going to try to do something here, at least get down in field goal range.
Well, they got the best athlete that I've seen all year playing quarterback for them. So that's one thing about putting your best athlete at quarterback.
Yep. And they're trying to.
He's left-handed.
He's got him.
We got him
back. Tackled him in the backfield.
C.J. Preston.
C.J. has got him down. It's going to be 15 seconds, and they stop the clock. Timeout, Berrien County.
We're going to take a Burt CPA timeout. You're listening to Red Raider Radio on positive vibe going all the way around. We haven't mentioned it, but we got a great crowd over here.
Yeah, we do. I mean, it's just good football Friday night here in South Georgia.
Sure is.
It's always better when you're in the football game, too.
I like it.
All right. 15.8 seconds here. Berrien County sitting on about our 47-yard line.
Walt better watch it. No, they're going to run a screen pass. They're going to run a screen.
No, they're just going to run number 9.
Yeah. Come on. He just does a spin
4
move
seconds,
and we
3
grab
seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. It's over.
Thank you, Lord.
First half is over, folks. Your Bacon County Red Raiders 13, Berrien County Rebels 23.
Well, we've got on the board twice and touchdowns, and that's something we hadn't done all year. Are they calling it? They saying he called a timeout? We're still on the field.
Yeah, they're saying with 4 seconds. 4 seconds on the clock. We'll go back and do this all over.
He's going to try to throw it deep, you reckon?
Yeah, and try to get either a catch or a penalty down there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where they're coming up. I hear the coach on the side. I don't know where they're coming up with 4 seconds. That was a random number, I think. But when he was down, it was 2.4 seconds left, and then the clock just kept running. But I guess they're saying the side judge over there called timeout. It is what it is. We got 4 seconds to stop them and go in this locker room with a 10-point deficit.
C.J. Preston's had an outstanding first half, senior linebacker. He's made some great tackles. He's had several tackles for loss. And look around on our offensive side of the ball, we finally got Guyton in the loose. I didn't know anything about this kid Guyton until I saw him take off at Fitzgerald.
Well, there's a lot of people in Region 2A going to know about him after this.
Before his career's over, they're going to know him. I don't look for, if I'm playing defense, I don't look for them to hand the ball off to number 20. I'm just going to be honest with you. He's got a club as big as his leg on his hand. There's no way he can tote it. We've got him in there to block, and we're rushing. Don't lose contain on this cat. He does throw it, and we're going to, oh, Lord, we do intercept it. Number 7 for us intercepts the ball, Trent Music, and he's dropped right where he catches it, but we're going to walk out of here with a little bit of momentum after that interception. We've got 20 minutes left during this halftime, and we're going to send you back to the studio for our Lamar's Pharmacy halftime show. During this, you're going to be able to hear Appling Healthcare Senior Spotlight, and we'll join you for the second half. This is Travis Peavy along with Shane Bennett, Red Raider Radio on Classic Country 104.3.
field, the Bacon County Raiders! The Raider Regiment are under the direction of Mr. Will Garrett. Assistant Director is Jamie Garrett. The staff includes Heather Erdery, Jessica Johnson, Sarah Jane Johnson, Jared Lee, Leah Williams, and Blake Martin. They will be presenting a portion of their 2019 show titled Rock the Night, featuring the songs Party Rock Anthem by LMFAO and We Are Young by Fun. The band would like to thank their major sponsor, Clean Air and Electric. Drum majors Tyler Hawkins and Macy Johnson. Is your band ready? Raider Regiment, you may now begin your performance. the show tonight, and go Big Red. Right here. Let's put it in 15 feet. Let's put it in 15 feet. Is that exercise looking at the so that. So we got that. Yeah, that right there. I'll do it. Let's do
to the to the concession stand, and they've told me that he's got D1 offers from just about everywhere, and I understand why. They said that he's really more of a defensive back and a receiver than he is a quarterback. He's just the only option they got at quarterback right now, and I understand why they're doing that. But you can tell that this kid is special. He's probably 6'2", 6'3". I wouldn't call him a blazer as far as speed is concerned, but he's above average when it comes to speed.
Well, and honestly, Rev, we've not been able to see his speed because he's not had to show it really, because he's been kind of, he'd get to a point and just run out of bounds, or he's able to just kind of, I'd say, coast because we couldn't get to him. So.
Well, you can tell he's kind of a man among some boys, you know.
Yeah.
When you see a D1 athlete, especially at AA, single A level, even AAA level, they stand out, and you're able to see them right away. And it didn't take but just a second to realize this kid's got special talent. Enough said about him. We got some special talent on our own. We got a 9th grade running back that y'all go ahead and write his name down if he stays healthy, and if we can keep him in the Bacon County program. Jamarian Guyton is going to be special before it's over with. He's not very big, but that boy, he's not quick. He's sudden.
Yeah, and what he's doing on the field, you can't coach. That's just a natural ability to pick those lanes and go.
Right now, Atlanta Braves are up 2-0 over Washington, and if we can hold that score, Atlanta will go up, I think, 9 full games on the Nats, and that'll make I think that'll make this magic number 13, maybe 13 games that the Braves have to win or Nationals losses.
Yeah, the magic number I think will be 13 after tonight if they win.
If they win, I think that's right. Some South Georgia football scores. Lowndes is 28-7 over Parkview. I know that's an exciting game for our friends down in Lowndes County. Tift County's up 23-0 over Worth County. Peach County is up 13-7 over Lee County, defending state champions. That's a little bit of a surprise, but it's only halftime. Colquitt 21, Thomasville 3. Jones is up 35-20 over Northside of Warner Robins. Jones County's good, and they're out of Gray, Georgia. They call them the Greyhounds. Is that what they call them? I don't even remember what they call them. Anyway, Bacon, of course, 23-13 Berrien 23-13 over Bacon. Clinch County's now up 17-14 over Brooks County. That's always a classic war that takes place there. I'm looking, Valdosta 30-6 over Columbia. Wilcox 34-0 over Hawkinsville. And I'm trying to find the last score I had was Coffee 14 and Ware 7. Now it's Coffee 21, Ware 7.
Yeah,
that's the last score that I had. Now it's from an hour ago, so I'm not sure even what the score is there. We're doing this compliments of South Georgia football, which is we follow on Twitter, and that's how we're keeping up with the score. So anyway, Bacon County lines up. It's time for your FNB South kickoff. We appreciate all of our sponsors. First Franklin is over our coin toss. Lamar's Pharmacy was over our halftime show. We appreciate them. And Appling Healthcare, who done the senior spotlight. Pineland Bank does our pregame and our coaches show. BB&J, Bennett and Johnson does our sideline report. And our injury report is by Physical Therapy and Balance out of Baxley. And we've shared with you the injuries that we know about. Right now, we're going back down to the field. And we kind of pooch the ball to the corner, to the edge. It's going to scoot. We may get a chance to get on it, and they fall on it. Boy, we just about had it.
That was within a gnat's hair of us having the ball.
Yep, sure was.
I want to thank you for joining us on the NFHS Network, powered by Play On Sports, brought to you by BCTV Red Raider Broadcasting. My name is Brent Johnson, along with Carson Taylor, as we broadcast tonight's game live from Nashville, Georgia. Berrien County Rebels, Region 1 AA versus your Bacon County Red Raiders, Region 2 AA.
Man, I like our young, good-looking athletes we got down there. 14, 15-year-old kids that's battling these 17, 18-year-old seniors. There's a big difference, but we're fighting them tooth and toe now. Hand the ball off, and their tailback falls forward for about a 5-yard gain. He did get the ball, the guy with one hand.
Yep.
Well, he's got two hands, but one of them's, there's no way he can tote a football in it. It's wrapped up looks like a football.
Like he's got his hand shoved in a flower vase.
Yeah, really. Beautiful night. It's cooled off some. Got a light breeze blowing. Berrien County's got a good crowd.
Yeah, it's just good Friday night South Georgia football.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah.
Great time of year.
They turn and hand the ball off again, and we stop them. Good play by number 35 for us, Garrett Sears, who is a junior.
And Dylan Parker on the assist.
Now, this is big right here. Big,
yeah,
big,
I know
big,
this
big,
is real
big.
early here in the second half, but this would be a huge stop for Bacon County. Get this ball back and get some momentum their way. We could tie this thing up or get close to it here in this third quarter.
I just hope we dial up the right blitz and we don't dial up the wrong one. See what happens right here.
Coming up the middle.
Yeah, he did, and he falls forward for a first down.
He's going to make it by about a half yard. Be Berrien County first down on the 36.5. So Berrien County maintains this drive.
Yeah, Berrien's right now, they're interested in just running the football, burning the clock, and cutting down our opportunities. And that's what they're going to do. This is what this veer
offense is for.
All about. That's what it's about. They're down to 7 seconds. Quarterback's hurrying down to 4 seconds. He snaps it right at 1, and he takes it, and he's off to the races. And he just spins and turns and just jukes. And yeah, but he done. He's got great feet.
Yeah, he does. I'm saying we don't get to see his speed because he juks and jives and like he can't.
He makes
can't
you look
catch him.
silly, man. You grab where he was at. And what he was doing in the first half is he was waiting for contact, and about the time we contacted, he was spinning and just giving us nothing to hit.
9:57 here. Real early here in this third quarter.
Got two tailbacks, got twins to the top. They hand it off in the middle again. We meet him in the hole this time. Great play.
Yeah.
C.J. Preston, number 51 for us, Joe Harris, and number 50 for us, Trey Woodbury.
And that was Club again getting the football.
Yep, they handed off to old Club hand. It's going to be 2nd and 8. They're inside. They're on our 33-yard line, maybe. Is that what you're seeing?
Yeah, about a 33, 32 and a half. 9:23, 9:22. 12 seconds on the play clock.
And we get him. Great play by our number 54, Dylan Parker, who blew that bad boy up and drops him for no gain. If there's any gain, that's minimal. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 7. More like 8, 3rd and 8.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a misdirection there. They tried running off that veer.
I'd tell Mr. C.J. Preston, if I'm a defensive guy, I'd say, I want you to keep your eyes on number 9.
Yeah, because I'm thinking he's getting the football here.
Would you think? You think? I've looked at him throw the ball. I actually thought he was right-handed and trying to flip it left-handed. He's just not comfortable throwing it. Doesn't look like a natural throwing motion.
Yeah, and they're
there
just
he
going to
goes.
get around the corner.
Yeah, and he's going.
His shirt.
He may take it.
And they're not going to be able to stop him down that side.
It'll be a touchdown. Just about any time they dial him up, he's going to carry it all the way.
We need to get him stuck a couple times so he's tiptoeing a little bit more.
Berrien County 29, Bacon 13.
That's the first time I've really seen his speed. He hit another gear when he got on that outside out there.
He lopes. He doesn't. He's not just sprinter. He just lopes. I mean, it just. He's a natural. He knows where he's at on the football field. He knows where everybody else is at. That's inside. That's going to make it 30. 30-13. 8 minutes and 23 seconds left in the third quarter. You're listening to Classic.
It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Hello?
That's how some people do things.
Right away.
To us, everything we do is personal. Because anyone can answer the call. It's who shows up that matters most. That's the quality of your independent agent. And the company that stands behind them.
Bennett Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
At Birch CPAs, we focus on helping the small businesses in our region with accounting, tax, and audit services. With offices in Waycross, Alma, Baxley, and Homerville, our team of professionals is ready to serve you no matter your location in South Georgia. Experience world-class accounting services for the small-town business.
Second half kickoff drive, they drove right down the field with exactly what we couldn't have them do, and they did.
Yep.
So tip your hat to them. They got done what they needed to, but we got to do the same thing now.
Physically, we're competing with them with the exception of their big guy. He's just more than we can handle.
They're putting the ball in the end zone now on kickoff. They don't want Mr. Brinson touching that football for a return at all.
And we get the ball at the 20, 8:23 left, as you said. What I'm seeing here today, I think we found our quarterback, and he's impressive. by the end of the year, he's going to be a really, really good quarterback.
Yeah, I agree.
He's going to, and during the off season, if he's able to work on his, on his skills, his fundamentals, and he fakes it, and we're coming wide. He's coming wide. He's going back the other way, and we're going to have a hold, and it's going to be all for naught. And he's going to make a great play out of it. And he gets a big play out of it. We're going to have a holding.
We're going to be about on the 10-yard line.
Yep.
Depending on where they called the.
Yeah, he's caught on his back. It's going to be a hold, no doubt about it. You could tell where they threw it. I actually didn't see it, but and what I hate about that is we run. He made such a play, run 25, 30 yards down the field, and it's going to get called back. Coach is not phased at all. Evidently, he saw it also. He's just calling the play in. First down and 20. That hurt. That hurt right there.
Yeah, backing us up with our back right on the end zone there.
And he breaks it on the edge. There he goes.
Oh, a little late hit there.
And he gets it back past the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be second and about 7.
He's exciting to watch.
Boy, he is. The last time he scored, we sent him to the wide side of the field. I believe I'd hand it to him to the wide side of the field this time. I'd bring my splits. I'd bring them in a little bit closer, and I'd just tell my wideouts to mash those guys down because they got one deep safety that's playing about 15 yards off the ball, and we throw it deep. And that should be interference.
He caught the football. He caught the football.
Should have been a flag.
No, they're calling it incomplete.
No, he caught the football. Well, that was a good catch, not to mention the fact that he was interfered with. But they're going to say they were both going for the football.
That guy never had his head back.
No.
He never turned his head back. He run into our guy.
Yeah, we've again trying to. It's going to be third down at about 8 yards.
Mm.
7:17 left here in the third quarter. And Terrion had his man. We're going deep here. He's going to throw a penalty on that one. It's about time. Jared Boatwright was, now they're talking, Berrien County's talking a little trash to Jared, but Jared still gets the penalty. 7-11.
It's going to be a penalty on us.
No. Should be a pass interference on Berrien County. So and it's not an automatic first down, but it will be a first down in this case.
They're going to call it against them?
Yeah.
Thought it was against us.
No. That was he was all over him.
Well, finally.
Some of the fans
we didn't get it the first time.
They're saying the same thing, finally.
But if you notice, the guy that threw it came from all the way across the field to throw it.
Well, he hadn't thrown anything all night, so he had to dig for it for a while before he could even get it
Well, the
out.
guy that's down there supposed to be making the call, he still hadn't pulled a flag.
I don't think he had one. He couldn't afford a flag.
First down. 1st and 10. We're on our own 37-yard line. Oh, goodness.
Oh, face mask, and he pulled it.
Got it.
Personal foul.
Yeah. We're going to have another first down.
Guyton was just about broke his neck in half pulling his face mask there. Another personal foul, 15 more yards.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We'll take it.
Now, are they calling that personal foul not a spot foul, is it? He's lining up like it is.
No, that's 15, baby.
Well, I'm saying, but he's lining up from back there. The referees aren't too sure about it. There you go. There you go. Should be about the 46 of Berrien when they get done with this. No, he's going to mark it about.
It's a spot foul. At least that's what he's calling it.
That's not correct. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought that was.
Well, they changed the rules so much, I can't keep up with it sometimes.
Oh, good.
There he goes.
He's
quick to be so big.
Terry, he backs up for a quick slant there, and it's not there. He pulls it under and gets up and picks up about 8 yards.
Yeah, great play.
He just takes his legs out.
To be so big, he's quick in that hole.
Yeah.
He's dancing. And they're not liking hitting him up high.
No,
because they're going for his legs now.
He's giving it right back to him.
Yeah.
6:25, 6:24 here, still in the third quarter. Bacon County has found a niche here.
Here he goes. Hold.
He's got the first down.
Don't fumble it. Just can't. I see Bruce Brown hadn't made it back on the field, so evidently he's re-injured his foot or still not ready to go. But I don't see him on the sideline anywhere. He may have his helmet off.
Yeah, I'm looking. I do not see him.
Not saying he's not there.
It's going to be 1st and 10.
Oh, my goodness. Wide open. Perfect pass, and we drop it.
Tyquez Brinson on about the 30-yard line had nobody within about 10 yards of him, and just ball goes right through his hands. So
hope you enjoyed the interview with Tyquez. He's a fine young man.
Yes, he is. And his motivation as a senior to lift these other kids up and come out every day and do your best was his comments. I really like that. Appreciate that about him.
We got a wide open seam route right here. Wide open. Now the safety's moving over, which should mean our tight end's open. There he goes again. Got him.
Yeah, he's got to keep running there. He stopped and tried to post and go right up, but if he keeps running there, he gets about 5 more yards.
Yeah, that's going to be 3rd and about 7.5, 8 yards.
That's right where Terrion wants them. So
he runs to the right, and if he'd kept running, I believe he could outrun the defensive tackle that was trying to get him. But when he stopped to cut back, he run right into the arm.
Offensive line been doing a good job on this drive.
There's the tight end. And
he catches it. He catches it. Holds on to it.
Yep.
Great pass
play
from Terrion.
To Ty Batten. We've been calling him all night.
Yep.
It should have been interference.
Yeah, but he was able to hold on that ball and got hit immediately and held on to it. I'm glad to see that. That's another positive we pulled out of the night.
That's right.
Ty Batten catching the ball over the top. It's going to be 1st down, Bacon County.
We found a few weapons, guys. We found a few weapons. Something to build on. Offensive line. There he goes dancing. Got him right up the middle.
Oh, runs into his own line. No, he doesn't. He ran into Jared Boat right there. I think he might break out there.
Another 1st down.
That's Bacon County 1st down on about the.
Looks like it's on the 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
I think you're right. 4:34 left in the third quarter. Berrien County 30, Bacon 13. See what we do. We hand it. Guy's going to get the edge.
Outside. He's going to get in.
Touchdown. That's what we're talking about right there.
That was a good, solid drive, Rev.
Sure was.
Started on their own 20-yard line and drove the ball down.
Good.
Passing and running.
Good. Great play.
Got a Berrien County player down, and he is holding his knee. I hate to see a player do that.
Yep, I do too. It didn't look good. Anyway, Bacon County 19, Berrien 30, 4:27 left in the third quarter. We're making it a ball game. They're going to help him up. He's going to be okay. He's limping a little bit, but he's getting to the edge. Thank the Lord that he's going to be all right. And we're going to go for our extra point here, point after conversion. This is your Wheeler Insurance. They call it field goal, but we're going to call it PAT, point after try. We trot out our special teams unit. We missed the first one, kind of lined it off. The timing was down a little bit, off a little bit. But now the second PAT was right through the middle. It was a good set down by Tyron Dean Jr. He's our holder. And we're waiting for the snap. Good snap. He puts it down. Nope, we missed it. And
well, it was actually a block there. Hector coming off the field, mad at himself on that. Coach Goss.
Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales is located US 1 South in Alma, Georgia. Andy specializes in late model cars and trucks with financing available. Andy has been in the automobile business for 30 years and over 10 years in Alma. Come experience the hometown friendly service at Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales. Like them on Facebook for the latest deals.
welcome back.
Again, I want to thank you for joining us on the NFHS Network, powered by Play on Sports. I want to thank our 2019-20 athletic school year sponsorships this year, and that's Burt CPA, the Wheeler Agency, Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales, Coley Electric and Plumbing Supply, and Family Vision Care. I want to thank Bennett and Johnson, that's Mr. David and Daniel Johnson, for being the title sponsor for the football season, as they have been for the past 10 years. This is their 10th year, I should say. Past 9, this is their 10th year. Thank them for joining us every year to sponsor Red Raider football.
I know we do. We're trying to angle kick it to the right. We're kicking it to club hand. What'd you call him, vase hand?
Flower vase.
Flower vase. And we punch it again, and he's going to call a timeout. I mean, he's going to call a fair catch. And he does fair catch it at the 38-yard line. Not quite deep enough. Not quite deep enough.
4:27 here left in the third quarter. Bacon County scratching back. We've got to hold them here.
That's not a good starting place. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a double-edged sword. If they get it, they got good field position. Not big momentum shift.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. I know why we do it. We just didn't get it deep enough. Trying to keep a big play from happening, but their big play guy
is behind center.
Well, the other big play guy that had, boy, he's open.
Well, he hit that hole in a hurry, and that's what you got to do with that veer. I mean, that first man through, he hit that A-gap in a hurry. So Berrien County picks up about 12 on the play. They're going to have the ball at the 49 of
just inside
50 of Bacon County.
I saw Putwood Smith for the University of Georgia, that play right there. Beat Alabama one day. 2 quick hitters up the middle, and he was 20 yards deep into the defensive secondary before they ever knew he had the ball. That's how quick he hit it. Christian Gurley runs on the field, turn around and runs off. We got a defensive lineman that's gimpy a little bit, but he's going to stay out there. And they're handing the ball off again, and that's what they're going to give.
Yeah, they're going to try to take control of the game with the clock now.
5-yard gain. They're down to the 44-yard line. It's going to be second down and a short 5.
.356, .355. Berrien County picks up about 5 on that, so it's going to be 2nd and 5.
There he goes. He pitches it.
Oh, ball's on the ground.
We get it. C.J. Preston, no. Yes.
There's the turnover we were just talking about.
Exactly
That's
right,
what we got to have.
That's what we needed. Quarterback turns and pitches it. Go ahead, Shane.
Yeah, he pitched it and pitched it right into his face mask, and running back just could not handle it, and we were all over it.
I believe it was C.J.
That's exactly what Bacon County needed.
And we need to push it across right here. They're trying to eat up the clock.
And we need to settle down here, not get in a big hurry, get another drive going, and get the ball in the end zone.
Got plenty of time. We're down by 11.
2 scores, we can do this.
And here we go. Quarterback Terrion Moore pops his hands the ball off. There goes Guyton on the edge. Well, they drop him for about a 3-yard gain. He hops back up. And we run him to the short side of the field. And he was running out of real estate. That's the reason they called him. We're not getting much in the middle. It's not meaning that our offensive line is not making some space. Our splits are very, very tight. There's just not a lot of running room in the middle.
Gotten sneaking and trying to find something, just nothing there. Picks up maybe a half yard. It'll be 3rd and about 6 for Bacon County. 2:40, 2:39 here in this 3rd quarter.
I know I'm old school because I'm old.
That's true.
But sometimes I think it would be better rather than just coming up and then handing the ball off almost at a dead standstill. Just turn around and let him take off running and pitch it to him. Just let him get outside with it.
Because that's where we've picked up our yardage tonight. We've had a few up the middle, but most of it has been outside to the wide side. And we got... Oh! Walt had it in his hands, Walt Hayes, and for a first down and just missed it. And I know he feels worse than anybody else on this field right now, but we got to catch those. And Coach Goss, no hesitation here. He's going for a first down with 2:02 left in the 3rd quarter. And
we're fixing to throw that swing pass out wide.
Smart football there by Terrion there. Instead of running it where he knew he could pick up the first down, he had a wide open Hayes there that if he catches it, maybe picks up 20 more. Good play offensively and defensively there. Good pass. Jared Boatwright went up for it, but defensive back for Berrien County was there. So it'll turn over on downs to Berrien County. Ball on about the 47 of Bacon County.
Really, we're not any worse shape than what we were when we started, really.
No. And I don't blame Coach Goss at all. They're trying to make something happen.
No. We recovered the fumble about the same place that we're at right now, somewhere close. And going for it really didn't cost us any field at all compared to where they were at when we recovered the ball. I would have went for it too. 1:53 left in the 3rd quarter.
Still 11-point lead by Berrien.
We're offside.
We're lined up offside if they call it. And, running back for Berrien picks up about 5. Take that back at maybe about 4 where they're spotting it. He'll be on the 42-yard line of Bacon County.
Coach Jamie Rogers and his Cook County Hornets are up 20-0 over their Early County Bobcats. 20-7 now. 20-7.
James had a rough start over there so far. He needs to get a win under his belt good.
Jones County's pouring it too, north side. Warner Robins 42-20. Tiff 23, Worth 6. Hands the ball off.
Just
quick
right up
hitter.
the gut.
Yeah.
Again, number 24 for Berrien, and he's turned loose. And we're not going to catch him. He's going to score with 1:01 here left in the third quarter. Berrien goes up 6 more points. It'll be 36-19 awaiting the PAT. And that was nothing fancy, Rev. It was just a straight up the gut. And a little bit of that veer starting to wear on this defense.
Yep. They just kill you by inches, and all of a sudden they pop one. Remember how Chubb was? He was 3 yards, 2 yards.
And then bam.
93 yards.
And that's kind of like what we see out of Guyton right now. He's been.
They line up for the PAT.
He's through.
And it's good.
So it'll be 37.
37. Berrien County 37. Bacon County 19. And that was your Wheeler Insurance point after try. And South kickoff. Berrien County's been doing a lot of it here. But I'm extremely encouraged by what I'm seeing out of our Bacon County Red Raiders. Coach Keith Goss and his staff never stop coaching. And
we're still in this.
Yep.
Plenty of time.
And we're going to get a return. Let's see what
Tyquez can do here.
Tyquez can do. He brings it to the edge. They kind of seal him off, and they got him.
Yep.
Knock him down at about the 23 or 24-yard line. Well, 52 seconds left in the third quarter. Shane, let's talk a little bit about what we've got going on around the region. We got
Is that Tyquez down? I think he may have a cramp.
Yeah, he's been running both ways a lot. I hope it's just a cramp.
Yeah, that's what it is.
We're going to take a 30-second injury timeout. You're listening to Classic Country 104.3. Some fluids, and our offense is about to come back on the field. We're still in this thing. We just need to make a real quick score right here to get it back within reach. We've had 3 turnovers early, and that led to 2 scores right there. You take that off, we got a pretty close football game right here.
Yeah, but they all count, but I tell you, I'm like you, Rev. We've seen a lot of encouraging things tonight.
Our tight end was open. We just didn't hit him.
Terrion coming out there a little gimpy.
I think they grabbed him and snatched his shoulder, and he's trying to get some feeling back in his shoulder. We might need to call a timeout right here and let him get some feeling back in that shoulder, especially if this is a pass play. Got Bruce Brown and Guyton back in the backfield. Let's see what we got right here. We hand the ball off to
he about
Brown.
lost it.
Yeah. And Brown bounces it inside.
That's the end of the third quarter.
He gets about 3 or 4 yards. That's going to be the end of the third quarter with Berrien 37, Bacon 19.
It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Hello?
That's how some people do things.
Right away.
To us, everything we do is personal. Because anyone can answer the call. It's who shows up that matters most. That's the quality of your independent agent and the company that stands behind them.
Bennett Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
At Burt CPAs, we focus on helping the small businesses in our region with accounting, tax, and audit services. With offices in Waycross, Alma, Baxley, and Homerville, our team of professionals is ready to serve you no matter your location in South Georgia. Experience world-class accounting services for the small-town business.
Again, I want to thank Mr. Mike Wheeler of the Wheeler Agency. I apologized for him earlier. We'll have a video commercial for him next week. He is a newbie for the 2019-20 athletic school year, being a title sponsor for the whole year, all of our events, up to 70 events, which is what we average a year, broadcasting football, basketball, baseball, softball, and other events. So, again, I want to thank the Wheeler Agency, Mr. Mike Wheeler, for being a part of our broadcast.
Down there, as far as it applies to our region, and the standings right now, they got Toombs County leading our region 2-0.
Here goes Terrion.
Terrion's going to pick up a first down on a
punishing
3rd and
people.
5. He picks it up easily, gets down to about the 40-yard line, does Terrion.
We done that, faked the same play that we threw out to Bruce Brown, where he carried it so far down the field, and Terrion just acts like he's going to throw it, and then he turns around and takes off up the middle. Good play call. Good play call.
Yeah, if Terrion can get that arm in control, he's got one heck of an arm.
He's just going to have to realize when it breaks down, not everything has to be thrown 50 yards down the field.
Right.
You know, it's just take some time. There goes Bruce. Yep.
He's going to pick up about 6-7 yards there. 6 yards for Bruce. We're all the way up to the 46-yard line now.
You give Guyton a breather, and Guyton's back in. Young. Did I tell you that Guyton is a freshman? What you think about the Dogs tomorrow?
I think I'm glad it's this time of year. I hope we see a lot more offense out of them tomorrow. And we're going to get a penalty right there because he ran all over defensive player for Berrien. Ran up the heels of Walt Hayes there on about the 35.
Walt released down the right side on the Berrien sideline, running wide open, and their defensive back just reached out and grabbed him. And great pass. Probably would have been a completion if they haven't grabbed him. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty, and we're going to get another first down. Bacon is on the move.
We're talking about our region, you know, or not our region, but 2A, Fitzgerald, you know, we saw them a couple weeks ago. Losing to Irwin County 35-8. What's your thoughts on that?
Surprising, but that shows you how good single-A football is.
That's exactly what my point. There's still a lot of good football in single-A.
I'm telling you, and when you got a region like Clinch, Irwin, Charlton, come on.
Yeah, and
Wilcox County.
Yeah.
I mean, you got those type teams. They're some of the perennial powers.
And you got a Turner County over there west of us that's starting to come up.
It's up and comer. That's right. Catch the ball. Good job. Just get north and south. There you go,
Good
big
job.
boy.
That's the kind of football we want to
That's
see.
football right there. That made one of the best plays that we've had all night.
Yeah, Jared Boatwright just quick out there, catches it, leans forward, picks up about 9 yards, and that's all we got to do all night long. Now it opens up the run, opens up the pass. There's so much more we can do when we got this.
Hand the ball off. Oh, they closed quick on him.
Coach Washington, offensive coordinator, coaching from up here in the box.
Yep.
10-22, 10-21 left here in this game. Bacon County on the move, 3rd down and about, we'll say, a long yard.
Gottens, they beat his behind for him tonight. He's tough. He don't weigh but about 145 pounds. We hand it off to Bruce Brown.
And I think they're going to give him the first down there. Nope, they're going to call it 4th down. I got to call that. I want to see a measure that.
I would make them measure. No, we're going to be short. We're going to be short.
Let's see, he's marking him right there inside the 29-yard line.
First down.
First down.
Yeah, good call. We're going to get a first down.
9:38, Bacon County on the move. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. Just hit it hard in that A gap and picks up a first down. It was a tough first down in that yard, but he got it.
This number 10 looks real good in his uniform. Xavier Williams, a 10th grader. He's quick. I've watched him run a route just then. He's quick. He's fast.
If you notice anything else too, Red, look at Terry on. He stiff arms guy. He's getting down the field, and he picks up about 15 yards. This is going to be a first down, Bacon County. I don't see any laundry on the field.
Their linebacker come up to hit him. He just stiff armed him in the face, pushed him off like a gnat.
Terry on waved at him with his hand inside his face mask.
Yeah.
He said, "Not today."
And we're moving.
I think we found a quarterback, Ref.
I do too. He's not your typical quarterback. He's just a big 220-pound. He's an athlete. He's just an athlete.
He's just an athlete.
Yeah,
You're exactly
you put
right.
him wherever position you put him in, he's going to be good. Whatever.
Yep.
I don't care where you line him up. Boy, I'm glad he didn't stay in
He's
Hawaii.
just a little out.
There you go. To none other than number 10, Xavier Williams.
Yeah, you called it, Rev, and he
Yep.
picks up about 4 yards there. Maybe 5. It's going to be down to about the 13-yard line. The line of gain, I think, is about the 7 from where we're seeing here.
We just flopped the field with our wideouts. Got 2 wide to the top. Got a single. Boy, I'm going right here.
And just, well, I don't know what. We just go right up in the A gap there, and just nothing at all there. Bruce Brown. It's going to be 3rd and still 5 yards, 4 yards to go.
I'm running a slant. A fade to Jared right here. Jared Boatwright.
This is 2 down territory, so we need to get close, get this first down.
We're going wide now. We're going trips. Might be a good play. Might be a good play for a tight end right here.
I think Berrien County is going to.
No,
Bacon County is going to call a timeout.
And we're going to take a Burt CPA timeout. You're listening to Red Raider Radio on Classic Country.
Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales is located US 1 South in Alma, Georgia. Andy specializes in late model cars and trucks with financing available. Andy has been in the automobile business for 30 years and over 10 years in Alma. Come experience the hometown friendly service at Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales. Like them on Facebook for the latest deals.
Going to be
7-14, 7-13.
Second and a long 7. They're on the, looks like about the 15-yard line, just over the 15-yard line. There he goes. There he goes.
And we could just hit him one time.
Yep. They better enjoy him.
Yep.
They're going to be very, very average without that cat. And he's, I won't say gimpy, but we got a hold of him right there. We're bringing in number 32, our kicker. He's coming in to play defensive.
Mr. Hector.
Yeah, he's going to play defensive end. He's gimpy. He's favoring one of his ankles, looks like, the way he's running a little bit. Looks like an ankle injury.
6:39, 6:38, 6:37. Just right up the middle, and they're going to call a little defensive offsides, lined up offsides. We're going to give them 5 yards. Just hand it to them. Small things right there. We don't want to get sloppy late here.
Final, Coffee 21, Ware 7. Jones County 56, north side of Warner Robins 27. And Early County's mounting a comeback against Cook. It's 20-14. Peach County still pouring it on Lee, 25-7.
That's a surprise.
Yep. Clinch County 24, Brooks County 14. Boy, it's going to boil down, it looks like, unless something happens. It's going to boil down to another Irwin County, Cook County fight.
Yeah.
Irwin County.
Number 24 right up the middle, and he just busts through that gap. And ball's on the ground again. Bacon County's got the football. Well, they're both, I'll say that, they're both pointing both ways. But Bacon County comes out the pile with it. Jordan Moore. They're saying that he was down. He was, oh my goodness, that ball came out while he was still running. Wow. It's not, I'd say not so great officiating tonight, but I'm not on the field. 5:58, 5:57 left here in this fourth quarter.
They're just running the ball. He busted wide open, a little old short running back, quick.
Carrying it like a loaf of bread, and he was popped from behind, and it just, ball came out. He wasn't even close to being down. Number 7 from Berrien right up the middle, picks up about 2 yards.
Well, Shane, our chance for a comeback died on that fourth down right there, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Unless something strange happens right here.
We got to have a turnover, run back, pick six, something here to.
We'll have to have a couple of them.
Berrien walks up to the ball, 2nd and 8.
Hand the ball off. That's all they're going to do. Anytime Big Boy wants to pull it, he's got the edge. I want to thank some of our sponsors, Carver Drug Company for our cheerleader spotlight, Appling Healthcare for our senior spotlight, Bennett Johnson for our sideline report, Lamar's Pharmacy does our halftime show, Pineland Bank is our pregame show with our coaches show, and First Franklin does our coin toss, Stalvey Heating and Cooling does our weather report, and First National Bank South does our kickoff. ATC covers our touchdowns. We appreciate all of our sponsors. Burt CPA does our timeouts. And they hand the ball off to 24 again. And does he get a first down? He's going to be close.
He's close to it.
They're saying first down, but no, the referee's calling fourth down.
Fourth down over here on the side, Judge.
They got no reason
to not go for it.
Not go for it. That's exactly right.
Number 9 is not doing good. He's trying to get something stretched out there in the huddle.
Yeah, he got smoked a while ago.
I think number 7 will be getting the football here if they go with what they've been doing the whole time. Just right up that A or B gaps where they've been running the football. last few plays.
4th and a yard.
And we get him in the backfield if we can hang on to him. And he's got a mile to run over here. And there's holding all over the field. And they just do not call it. Golly.
Yeah, I think this crew's out of Albany.
That's not.
And they're ready to get back home.
3:19 here. Berrien 1st and 10 on the 21. Driving in again.
Our fans went nuts. Shane down here calling for holding.
You know, there is some close holding. You know, you got hands in tie, but he tackled the guy there. I mean, it was pretty obvious, but and the referee couldn't see it because it was too close in front of him.
Yeah, good play, CJ. Yeah.
And Rev, that's what I like about this new team is they're fighting to the end right here.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to tell you something. If I'm ever in a foxhole, I want C.J. Preston in there with me, buddy.
About 17 yards to go with 3:09 remaining in the ball game.
Yep. 3:09. Berrien Rebels 37. Your Bacon County Raiders 19.
We've seen some encouraging things here tonight.
Each week, Rev, we've seen something, and tonight we've kind of broken out the box and seen a lot of good stuff. We've been in this game, take away a few bad plays.
Well, if I would, we got a penalty.
It's going to be a little offensive movement there.
I just kind of break down the season. We opened up against Fitzgerald, which was a Final Four team last year, and got a lot of their players returning. And the very first series, we lost to an injury, at least for the game, our center, Christian Gurley. And then before the half is over, on a punt coverage, we lose our quarterback, Mason Michael, for the season. And that just kind of stymied our offense. We were not able to do anything offensively that night. And Fitzgerald, being what they are, just kept running the football and kept scoring. Then we were searching last week against Pierce, trying to find some offensive spark, and we bring in Terrion Moore, and
he's wide open in the middle. He's overthrown him. It looks perfect pass.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and put this game on ice, and that's what they've done. But anyway,
with 2:23, Berrien County puts the ball in with about a 25-yard pass from number 9.
Anyway, we find Terrion Moore last week, and now our offense, we're beginning to find a little offensive identity. This number 9 for them, Jamarcus Johnson, has kind of took this football game over. We've had an answer for everybody but him. We've not had an answer for him. Would you agree with that, Shane?
I agree, and that's it. You say in 2A football, that one player can make all the difference in the world.
Yep.
Go back a few years, even on the baseball side of it, talking about Byron Buxton and what he was able to do for Appleton County.
Right.
That state championship against Pierce County. He's running on the field. They're going to get a little. Yep.
Called it illegal procedure.
Well, that was illegal running on the field when the play's going on.
They got a player that didn't come on the field. They were short a man, and then there was some movement. They called illegal motion.
Well, 43-19, 2:23 left here. Braves go up 4-0. Donaldson with a home run.
Go ahead, make it rain. What they call him? Bringer of rain?
Yeah. They pick up the PAT, so it's Berrien County Rebels 44, your Bacon County Red Raiders 19 with 2:23 left in this football game.
And we've made a game of it up till just right now. We had an opportunity down here on 4th down, and we were unable to get it to make the score close enough to keep it within reach. But now this game's got away from us, and we're about to get the ball back. And when we do, let's see what we can do. Maybe a good drive to finish out the game on a positive note. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Red Raider Radio.
At Family Vision Care, we believe life is all about your vision. Family Vision Care is the leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Alma community, and we want to help you achieve and maintain a clear vision for years to come. Doctors James McQuaig and Blake Hutto and their staff provide award-winning eye care service for Southeast Georgia. With the newly constructed office filled with state-of-the-art equipment, they can diagnose and correct your vision with detailed accuracy.
Everybody, 2 minutes and 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And for your FNB South kickoff, Berrien County tees the ball up. It's about to kick it off. I'm just hoping Tyquez gets an opportunity to run it. He was cramping shortly.
And
he's going to get the opportunity. Break it to your left, brother. That's where your game's at.
He's got it. If he can get past two men right here, he's got an area to run in.
Calling him down. They said we fumbled, but he's calling us down on the 22-yard line. 2 minutes and 14 seconds left. We've got 78 yards to hit pay dirt. Let's get in there, boys.
Send this thing on a good note.
I will say it's real good to have Red Raider Radio back on in our local station, Paul Dean's 104.3. We appreciate Classic Country and what they're doing, all of our sponsors. And one of the biggest positives that I've heard about our radio broadcast is that it is on our own Alma radio station. We're so tickled and excited about it. We got a flag, and I don't know what the flag's going to be. It looks like they're going to call something against sideline warning. So now he throws a flag. Bless him.
I think he was just trying to blow his nose and it fell out. You should be able to throw a flag on the crew if they're doing that bad.
And they're bringing in some new players. Berrien County is give them some
playing time.
Give them some PT. We still got our starting team out there.
Not sure what just happened. They snapped the ball, but they blew the whistle.
I don't know. They're saying something.
Well, I think they didn't check, and they went ahead and snapped the ball.
That's what it looked like. It's going to be a great – who does A&M play tomorrow?
They are at Clemson. Terrion's got a lot of room here. If he can get down the field a bit, he's got some room. He's at the 45, goes out of bounds with 2:01 left on the clock.
And he brings it out past or right close to midfield, about the 46, 47-yard line of Bacon. .47-yard line.
I'd love to see him put one in the pay dirt here before this game ends.
I would too. I would love to see a score right here.
.153, 152.
Hands it off to Brown.
Bruce Brown. Get out of Brown, Bruce. He gets up to about the 43 and gets out of bounds on the Berrien County side of the field.
Another first down. Close. They're giving them a first down anyway. Flag crew's just making their own rules right now.
Yeah, they are. Well, they have 1:44 left in this one.
Let's hit something right here, guys. Come on. Let's do something big. I'd love to get out of here 26-44.
He's got him wide open if he can catch it. Go, Walt, go, there we go. Walt Hayes all the way down. Walt Hayes in for the touchdown. Terrion did a good job scrambling around, gets the ball down the field. Walt was able to check and find an open field, and Terrion able to get the football to him and run into the pay dirt.
I like it.
Yes, sir. You got your wish, Rev.
Yep, we just need to hit that PAT right here.
Let's do one in Pierce County 4-point plays here.
I'm encouraged. I know we were not going to win this game, but I'm encouraged by the fight, and I'm encouraged by some of the things we see. There was for a while there I didn't know what we were going to do. We were beginning to see the direction, and now we can build on it.
And, coaching staff, as we've talked to them each week, has been patient and knew that it was going to take time, and their patience is, we still got a long way to go, Rev, but we're seeing some bright spots. And we miss our PA.
He got it.
Got it. I thought he missed it. 44-26, 1:30 left. Your Raiders are not giving up.
Nope, they're not giving up. 1 minute and 30 seconds left, just like Shane says. We're going to take a 30-second Burt CPA timeout. You're listening to Red Raider Radio on Classic Country 104.3.
Telfair.
That ought to be a good game.
Should be a real good game, and Bacon County got some momentum here with some things they found out in their offense and defensive side of the ball.
You know anything about Telfair this year, Shane?
No, I was looking a while ago. I did not see they were playing Blakely County, I think, tonight. Mm-hmm. So,
well, we're going to give them a game.
Yes, we will.
Got a real good chance to come out of there with a win next Friday night.
Awesome.
Open date, and then we go to Jeff Davis.
And a timeout called and a flag thrown. We were offsides on the onside, so I'm glad Berrien County called the timeout.
Yep.
Hector, our kicker, is very gimpy. He's limping a lot.
Yeah, he is. We were trying to onside kick, but we kicked it 20 yards down the field.
I always thought the higher you can kick it and just do a jump ball might be a better.
I agree.
Higher percentages anyway.
Our Dogs take on Murray State tomorrow. I know a lot of people from this area are interested in us getting way ahead and seeing some of Stetson Bennett, the quarterback from Pierce. Is now the backup quarterback at the University of Georgia. I've heard a lot of people talking about it. I know there's a lot of people from South Georgia going to be tuning in just to watch that. It's on ESPN2 tomorrow at 4 o'clock. And tomorrow morning about 9 o'clock, I'm going to put a brisket on the smoker. Hey, hey, hey. Big things happening.
Oh,
I know. Don't you act like you're not impressed.
All right. We line up again for the onside if we can keep our onside.
I like what the coach is doing right here. He's trying to make us play. He's working on it all. Offside on us.
He's not been able to call a flag all night, but he's going to call on this kickoff with 1:30 left in this football game.
He knows what offsides is. He just don't know what pass interference is.
Or holding.
He don't know.
I guess he's confused with holding and tackling. Coach Ragel's about rubbed his hair off tonight. He's
now we just kick it down. Let's get this thing on.
Yep.
Yeah, just kick it. Just kick it as far as you can kick it.
Now that front line, they don't have their hands guys there. I don't know.
Yeah, they call a fair catch on about the 43 yard line. It's where Berrien County is going to take over with 1 minute and 29 seconds left. We want to invite everybody to be out next week. It's going to be a great night on Friday night when we take on Telfair County. You're going to see a lot of baby blue. And
hopefully on the green.
Yeah, on the green. That's right. And we're excited about another home game. The way our schedule works out, it's
home away.
Yeah, and finally we get two home games, and sandwiched in between that is an open date between Metter and Bryan County towards the end of the season. But other than that, we're going to be traveling and at home, so we don't have anything consistent. And
they dropped the football.
And they may have recovered. They've emptied the bench, and they're going to have some issues, may have some issues on the snap
counts. Just get us one more chance at the end zone here.
Yeah, minute 14, minute 13, clock's ticking. You can tell they got a young.
Yeah, we got one guy lined up about 5 yards offsides here. Backs him up now. Berrien got the ball on the 45 of their own side of the field.
He's just waiting for the clock to tick down. 52 seconds left. Turns and just hands the ball off to a big fullback, and he breaks out of it.
Don't know how that happened, but he brought all the way out of it. 38 seconds left. They stopped the clock for
That's a big running back.
Yeah, it was. And I don't know how he came out of that pile, but he did.
Yeah. And we've emptied the field, or emptied the bench. We need to get off the field. We got 30 seconds left. They hand the ball off to the big boy
big guy again, and that should wind it up, Brad, at 22 seconds.
Be sure and be with us next week, and be sure and do business with all of our sponsors. We appreciate you being here with us for Red Raider Radio. Next week we take on Telfair County, and at home we need a huge crowd. It's getting to football weather now. Things are going to start cooling off at night. We just need to come together. That's what we do on Friday nights in South Georgia during football season. God bless you. We appreciate all you doing. For Shane Bennett, this is Travis Peavy. You've been listening to Red Raider Radio on Classic Country 104.3.